This is by far the most important video I have ever shot regarding relocation. I want you to think about relocating in a way that you never have. This topic will be the precursor to anything else that you need to know. It's before you start searching for a community, for a home, for a city, anything, because none of that matters yet. Before you ask where, you need to ask yourself why. You've probably heard the old real estate adage, location, 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 as we all know. But I'd argue it's really location, location, location relative to exactly what you want most and why. And that's where I come in. My name is Ryan Zakos. I am broker and owner of Zakos Relocating Design Group, and I was born and raised right here in Sarasota, and I currently live in Lakewood Ranch. I'm now raising my family here, and I plan on retiring one day. I started this real estate firm with my father, who's retired from the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office after 25 years of serving, and together we've helped hundreds of people relocate here to the Gulf Coast of Florida. I understand what makes this place special because I live it. So now let's zoom out. What do the largest cities in the US like New York, Boston, Chicago, LA, Miami, Tampa, you can name it, the largest cities in the United States, what do they have in common? They were all built around water. And that's not a coincidence. Water drives commerce, it drives culture, it drives lifestyle. It always has and it always will. And Sarasota and the Gulf Coast are no different. In fact, I would argue that Sarasota as a whole, and this whole entire area, is the best version of that. The beaches, the bayfront, the downtown access, the sunsets, the serenity, that's what brought people here 100+ years ago when Sarasota was established, and that's why people are still coming here today. Before you fall in love with the new and shiny real estate, let's make sure that you don't overlook what made this place special in the first place. All right, so why does geography matter? That's kind of the premise of this video. I want to talk about geography first. Sarasota was developed on the bay over 100 years ago. The infrastructure, the charm, and the local culture all stem from that. The best restaurants, the shopping, museums, theaters, beaches. You think about it, like the Van Wezel around the corner, the Oslo Theater, downtown Sarasota, it literally all sits on the water. It's on the coast. Everything from St. Pete, North, Clearwater, all the way down to Naples is all on the water. Even the East Coast, everything is close to the water for a reason. Florida was literally built from the coast in. So living near these established amenities means living with walkability, with culture, with natural ability, and daily convenience. Geography still defines your lifestyle, even in 2025. So whether it's Lakewood Ranch or Welland Park, downtown Sarasota, or on an island like Longboat Key or Siesta or Lido, the most important thing to consider is you will ultimately live the majority of your life in a 5-mile radius around your home. Oftentimes, the relocating buyer doesn't think about where they will do life on the daily. You really do need to consider that, and you need to be 100% confident that you will love your restaurants, your grocery store, your gas station, your church, all the little things that make up your neighborhood, quote unquote. Now, that is something that people don't think about. They get so focused on the neighborhood or the home, but forget about where are they doing life. So that is something to remember. Location, 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 but location relative to how you want to live every single day of your life. Now let's talk about new construction. I don't want to throw new construction out because there is a place for it. New construction is oftentimes what relocating buyers prefer, but is it right for you? Builders develop where there's availability. Inexpensive land. Obviously, in the East Coast, it means further out west. Here on the West Coast, further out east. It's away from the beaches. It's away from the downtowns. The land is cheaper, which is why new construction homes can appear to be a deal. But because these areas lack city amenities, developers must recreate them by creating clubhouses, restaurants, gyms, resort-style pools, all inside the gates of these neighborhoods because the cities themselves don't offer that in proximity, in close proximity. Now there is a benefit to new construction. Obviously, new construction is modern, it's new, has brand new everything. New roof, new plumbing, new HVAC, new electrical, new windows. Everything is new and it's up to code, which is very, very important. New construction is typically safer because new construction is typically not in a flood zone. These lots have been elevated, so therefore it's outside the floodplain, which makes it safer and also has lower insurance costs. So typically, new construction homes are at a very much lower cost than resale homes, especially very old homes. They're more efficient. They're energy saving construction standards with more installation, and the utility bills because of windows and all the different things are lower typically in new construction. New construction offers a turnkey lifestyle. They're gated communities with amenities, events, and oftentimes maintenance is even included in the communities. Now, master plan communities like Lakewood Ranch and Willow Park are great examples of new construction master plan living, and it's done the right way. There's a reason why these two communities in particular are two of the fastest growing master plan communities in the US. They are not just some cheap, no frills, new construction neighborhoods, but a conglomerate of unique, amenity-rich communities, each with their own identity. They are mini cities within themselves trying to recreate the allure of an established city with modern, new take on what community and lifestyle means to the modern day buyer. So what are the trade-offs and what might you miss when choosing new construction? Obviously, you're losing access to downtown Sarasota, Lido, Siesta Key, all the wonderful beaches that make up the Gulf Coast of Florida. Now, in these communities, you're 30 to 60 minutes away. You lose access to the cultural anchors like Van Wezel, Ringling, the Oslo Theater, historic downtowns, waterfront parks, all the Zagat-rated restaurants that make up this downtown area. New communities take years to build their identity, and they're not even complete yet. That is a reason why I do love Lakewood Ranch, because it is more of a complete community rather than some of these other master plan communities in the area. Now, value and appreciation. Resale homes in prime locations like Venice Island is a great example for this. They appreciate better due to the limited supply. All real estate is based off of supply and demand. In Venice Island, you have a fixed number of homes, and those homes can't be multiplied. The land has been developed, it is there, and new construction is endless because of that. There'll always be more to build than the last one. They continue to go from west to east here. So east and then east and then east, and they're constantly going to be building, and there's always opportunities for new construction. So the bottom line, what is the right decision for you? This isn't about new versus old. It's about what you want your life to look like. Do you want to cap off a day with breathtaking sunset on the beach or a quick stroll to your poolside restaurant bar where you can meet friends? It's a vastly different lifestyle, but both equally amazing. Both options are great, but only if they align with your goals. Most people don't consider this until it's too late, so please consider this stuff. That's why working with someone like me who knows both sides is crucial. My personal opinion is don't throw one or the other out. Oftentimes when talking to people that are relocating here, they're so fixated on choosing new construction, or they're so fixated on a specific community that's a resale, but don't throw one or out of the other. Some of my favorite communities on the Gulf Coast are established neighborhoods. In fact, I live in an established neighborhood in Lakewood Ranch, and I love it because it was one of the earlier communities, and that puts me in one of the most southwestern neighborhoods in all of Lakewood Ranch. That gets me the best of both worlds. It gets me the Lakewood Ranch and everything that Lakewood Ranch has to offer, all its perks, like the wonderful school zones that it's in, the newness, the modern, the safe, wonderful, has all those amazing things about Lakewood Ranch, but still I have access and easy access to downtown Sarasota and the beaches, better than pretty much anywhere else in Lakewood Ranch, because it is one of the older communities and was built again from west to east. So you're getting everything like the culture, the entertainment, the restaurants. In fact, I'm sitting in my office in downtown Sarasota now, only 20-25 minutes from my house, so it's still very great proximity. If you are thinking about relocating, let's talk. I'll help you figure out what matters most, so your decision doesn't just look good on a brochure, but feels right every single day. Sarasota isn't just where I sell real estate, it's where I call home. And I'd love to help you make it yours. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to talk to you more about it and help you and guide you in what's best for you. Thank you, and I appreciate you watching.
Thanks so much for watching the video. I just want to pop on real quick and tell you a little bit about who I am and who we are here at Zakos Realty and Design Group. I'm Ryan Zakos, as you heard throughout the video. I was born and raised here in Sarasota. I currently live with my family in Lakewood Ranch. Started this firm with my father about 8 years ago or so. We have an office in downtown Sarasota and downtown Venice. He actually lives on Venice Island. My father relocated here from Michigan, and it was his first career out of college at Michigan State, was a police officer here in Sarasota County at the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. My mom relocated here from New Jersey when she was actually a child, so they have both relocated here from out of state, but it afforded me the opportunity to actually be born and raised here. So I spent my first 18 years living in Sarasota proper, and then now with my family, we live in Lakewood Ranch. I absolutely love everything about the Gulf Coast of Florida. I've worked in St. Pete, I've worked in Tampa, I lived in Sarasota. My parents currently live in Venice Island. I have sold a lot of stuff in Welland Park. I'm passionate about this area, and I think that it offers an unbelievable lifestyle that is unparalleled to anything else in the state of Florida, let alone the country. I do think that being born and raised here, it provides me the opportunity to provide insight into communities, into areas that a lot of agents don't know. There are a lot of agents, there's 10,000 plus agents here locally, and a lot of those agents actually aren't from here or haven't lived here that very long at all. So being from here, I have had the privilege of building relationships with tons and tons of vendors in every industry you could think of, but then also just having that intimate knowledge of each community and each area, whether it's a pocket of Sarasota or a pocket of Venice or Lakewood Ranch, whatever that consists. I do think that I can provide that value in great detail for you and help you in understanding what your relocation goals are and helping you achieve that in what kind of home and community you want to ultimately be in. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions at all. I would love to be a resource for you, and I hope I can meet you one day. Thanks. Talk to you soon.